Assalamualaikum students, today we are going to start lesson number 5 and that is Gulliver's Travel. Writer is Jonathan Swift and in this story we'll see Gulliver's Travel to Lilliput. When Jonathan Swift wrote this book, he wanted to make people laugh at their faults by showing them how silly this seems to others. One of Gulliver's Travel was to Lilliput, a country where the people were hardly 6 inches high. They were not only small in size, they sometimes behave in a small way. As this passage will show, sometimes even now, countries go to war for silly reason. Now in this story, we'll see that what happened and how they called Gulliver's and what he did over there. After reading the story, you will come to know the whole story and it is going to be interesting for you. After reading the story, we come to exercise. Exercise A is finish these sentences by adding the missing word. When you will read this story 2 or 3 times, you will be able to complete this exercise. Now exercise B is, here are a number of words in order in which they occur in the passage. Now these words are given to you and what you have to do is, you have to find them in the passage and notice how they are used. For each word, find another word phrase of similar meaning in the following list. Now you have to match the word with the similar meaning to these words. After that we come to question answers. Now 5 questions are given to you and reading the story carefully you will be able to answer all the questions. And these are the words. You have to make sentences and write meaning of the following words. Words are gladly, in danger, protected, bravery and daring. So these are the words and you have to write it on your notebooks. Now we come to the grammar portion. As in the previous unit, we have discussed simple sentence and in that we have seen that simple sentence has only subject and the verb. But now we come to another word and that is object. If the sentence has an object. Now here we can see that I is a subject, saw is a verb and a boy is an object. Now here again we can add adjective or we can add adjective phrase to a sentence also. And this will give additional information about the object. For example, I saw, now adjective, a happy boy in a coat. Now a happy is an adjective and it is giving you more information about the object, about the boy. That a happy boy and he was in a coat. In a coat is an adjective phrase. As in the previous lesson, we have seen that there are different type of phrases, prepositional phrase, adjectival phrase, noun phrase, there are different kinds of phrases. Okay, now related to this topic, you can see add adjective before and adjective phrase after the objects in these sentences. Now 10 sentences are given to you and you have to place adjective before an object and you have to place adjective phrase after an adjective. Now this is an order. Like you have to always place adjective before the object and adjective phrase after the object. So doing this you will be able to complete this exercise also. Okay. As we have seen that in this sentence we have only one object, but there are certain type of sentences in which we are going to have 2 type of object. Okay. For example, in this sentence the woman gave the man a letter. Now in this sentence you can see that we have 2 type of object. For example, the man and a letter. Now, if we have this type of sentence, we can see that we are going to differentiate like direct object and indirect object. Now we will see that on which basis we are going to do the differentiation, because the thing which is important is letter. The woman gave the letter. letter. Now this is the most important thing, that which thing he has given rather than to whom she has given. Okay, so the thing which will be more important, which is the main important thing, would be the direct object, and the thing which is not that much relevant, okay, this would be indirect object. Okay, on your book, page number 25, explanation has been given to you. We are going to read this. Sometimes sentences have two objects. The woman gave the man a letter. Here, man and the letter both are objects. The real meaning of sentence is the woman gave a letter to the man. When we change the sentence like this, we can see the letter is the real object because that was what the woman gave. We say that man is the indirect object. The important thing is that both objects are noun, and we can therefore place adjective before them and adjective phrases after them. Okay, and you can also see that the man and the letter both are noun. Okay. Again, examples are given to you. The woman gave. Now we are going to place adjectives. The old man, the young man, the smiling man. Again, after indirect object, we are going to place adjective phrase: on the bicycle, in the blue suit, waiting in the office. Okay, and adjective is a secret letter from his brother. So again, we are going to place adjective before indirect object and adjective phrase after indirect object, and similarly the same structure is going to place in the complete sentence. So in this exercise, you have to add adjective before and adjective phrase after the objects and indirect objects in the sentences. So again, here 9 sentences are given to you, and you have to complete this exercise also. Okay, this is going to be your homework. You have to do it on your notebooks. Okay, thank you.